especially at the moment, Vinicius and Mbappe. Just, well, you being ex-Real Madrid, how good are those players?
No, amazing. I think getting them both working in the same team has probably been the most difficult thing, but this season they've both been firing, they've both been scoring, and yeah, I think they've won most of their games this season, maybe 13 out of 14, and they're in some good form.
Only lost to Atletico, you're right. So I think if you're talking about Real Madrid, this could have been a bit of a season of transition for them, right, Gareth? But actually, they're in good form, they're playing well, and they're winning games. Yeah,
no, definitely. I think it was kind of lucky that Alonso could come in during the Club World Cup. It kind of acted as their mini pre-season where he could maybe test a few things out. And see what kind of system works, see how he can manage Real Madrid, because it's not the same as managing Bayer Leverkusen. You have to manage egos, players, all that kinds of stuff. So, they've had a great start to the season, only one blip against Atletico, but yeah, they've been on a great run of form.
Where were you on the ego scale at Real Madrid? Like, how did you rate in terms of difficult players to manage?
I was down there at the bottom.
No maintenance?
I had my moments, don't get me wrong, but no, normally very quiet, chilled. But yeah, I think everybody knows as Real Madrid it's about managing players sometimes rather than just tactics. So, but yeah, I'm sure Xabi's got a wealth of experience of being a player there, and yeah, he's had a great start.
What does it feel like to be a Real Madrid player, though? TT's talked about Barcelona and his time at Arsenal. Real superstar over there, but he always said something in Madrid is different. What is that something?
I don't know. It's just that kind of. It's the badge. It's the shirt. It's like even when people play them, they're playing the badge, not the team, and they're scared of the club and the mentality. And I think it's just second best isn't accepted in Real Madrid. So you never give up. And I think Thierry said before that at Barcelona, when you lose, it's like that's it. But Madrid, there's always a belief that you can rekindle it, come back from a game, come back from a second leg. There's always that hope. And I think the fans just are so relentless that your mentality in the club has to be keep going, keep going, keep going until you can't no more. And I think that's probably why Madrid have won so much and won so many Champions Leagues.
I'll ask you guys a question about the Vinny Jr. situation, if you want to call it that, because obviously he's been kind of in the headlines probably more than Real Madrid would have liked recently. We saw him in El Clasico where he gets taken off, subbed off in the game in the 72nd minute or whatever it was, and he loses his head. Have you ever lost your head?
On the pitch?
On the pitch,
On the pitch, yeah. I've been sent off before because I've lost my head and got frustrated. But I think, like Thierry was saying, Xabi Alonso had the experience of being a player. So if he creates a bigger problem, it creates an even bigger problem. The fact he hasn't come out and said anything about it, and hopefully, I'm not sure the starting lineup, but if he puts it back in, it's kind of squished. It doesn't become something bigger and affect the team and the club even more. And it's kind of like, I'm sure the training ground, he's going to have a chat with him on the training pitch and just iron it out. And it doesn't need to be public. It doesn't need to be, I'm sure, obviously what Vinicius has done and apologised publicly, which he should, but they will have quished it in the training ground and they'll be thinking of the next game, which is the most important thing. He got a nosebleed.
Someone was running again.
Oh, listen how much fun we're having. And all of